the brand ambassadors of Dig the Kicks. You feel me? We need to be brand ambassadors of this Komodo line.
Like, hello.
Hello. But we're excited to have
little
Chasing Atlanta star. Hello. Yeah. Chasing Atlanta star, socialite, Rick Rosa.
Hilarious.
Blogger. Host.
Have you caught them pictures, honey? Yes.
Hey.
Yes, Bear Gang.
That's Ty. That's Ty. We know who Ty is.
Hey, friend.
Oh, hi, guys.
How you doing, Ty? Look, I emailed you too to get on the show.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Which email?
It's under the Royal Couch.
No, what email did you send it to?
With your Instagram one. Whatever's on your Instagram.
I'll get your info.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry, y'all. Let me set up, because I had to book Ty because, I don't feel like when you do interviews, you should be on the couch or in a dark room or in your car. So, my God, so I had to get the lighting. I had to make sure the lighting and stuff was perfect.
The lighting, you're talking about kids.
Shut up. We're not going to miss Guardini, dog.
Guardini, look. Hi.
You didn't have to eat them like that, Guardini. This early, we just opened the show.
Yeah, I just have to make sure everything's perfect.
Look. Give it face. Look, you giving it.
I just got out of jail, so, I definitely wanted to, look my best and stuff.
As you do.
As always.
So before we done already got into the judge, I'm sure everybody knows who you're talking to, who's on live right now, but go ahead, Guardini, and tell them who you are, where they can find you on all your social media.
Hey, you guys, I'm Guardini, a.k.a. Rick Rosa. I was definitely a cast member of Chasing Atlanta Season 2. Before that, you guys can definitely see me on Instagram with my Wild Thoughts videos and, all of my different brand ambassador work that I do for Prima Donna, celebrity assistant to Tiffany Fox. I'm a videographer. My kimono line is out. I was on the radio station with B100 with Miss Deb. I'm all over, honey. So, like I always tell the girls, documentation beats conversation. So.
Ooh. Yes,
look.
Eat resume.
Hashtag multiple bags.
Bags,
definitely.
Hello, bag lady. Like, you feel me? Like, let's get it.
Kill.
Look, I love it. This is an amazing. Thank you for coming on.
Yes, because we know you're busy, baby.
Busy, baby. Yes, of course. So look, before we get into the shit, we're gonna rewind a little bit. And I want you to let us know Guardini and before he became Rick Rosa and what made you get in that mindset where it's like, okay, I got this judge and I'm going to let the world know.
Guardini has always been like this very boisterous, over the top person, even as a child. My mom was a single parent. My mom was actually, I was just telling Ty this. My mom was actually a nun and my dad was a priest. And my mom was in the convent for like over 20 years. So they fell in love with each other. So in the midst of them falling in love with each other, one sinful night, they decided to conceive me. And in the midst of conceiving me, my mom stayed there. She got into like her 7th month of being pregnant. And then they had kicked her out. So she had to come to the United States. And, when she came to the United States, she ended up having me. And ever since then, she's been trying to give me everything that I've ever wanted in life. And a lot of times I take that for granted, with the choices that I make. So in the midst of that, I never was a person who would wear JanSport book bags. And, it was always, Ma, I want a Gucci book bag in middle school. I want a Gucci book bag with the scarf and the flip flops. You know what I'm saying? So I was always somebody who would always want more, and she tried her best to give me everything because my dad wasn't there. So I felt like by being plus size a little bit more, those little things built my self-esteem. A lot of times people say money can't give you happiness. Bitch, that's a lie. Yes, it can.
Hello.
So,
eat it.
And that was my upbringing. That was my upbringing. And ever since then, I always was confident. I always had a different, you know, sass about me because I knew how hard my mom worked, and I wanted to maintain that lifestyle. And in the midst of maintaining that lifestyle, I did a lot of things to keep that lifestyle. So that's where like all the fraudulent things came in and all the scam things came in, because I wanted to make sure that what I was presented in my childhood, I kept up in my adulthood.
I know that's right.
But, you know, I graduated with a minor in fashion merchandising. I have a bachelor's in criminal justice. I have a real estate license. You know, so it wasn't that I wasn't educated to go out and get a job and make a career. It's just that the lifestyle that I wanted, it didn't come with it. So, you know, by being smarter, and I was never a black and white type of person. I was always black, white, yellow, gray, and orange. So nobody can never tell me no. When you tell me no, I'm going to figure another way out to find it. So that was Guardini. You know, Guardini was the scam artist. You know, if it came to taxes, it came to whatever, Guardini was the person that you would call. Later on throughout years, I said, you know what, girl, I don't want to do that. I've had the thousands, the hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've had the cars and the homes. And I said, you know what, I want to work with celebrities. So that's why I wanted to become a personal assistant. I wanted to do videography. So like for the last 3-4 years, I've been doing like a lot of media coverage work, because that's what I like to do. I like to take pictures. I like to social brand for people. I like to create websites. And within doing that, I was like, you know what? I'm always in the mirror being funny, putting on lipstick, you know, and everybody says you look like Rick Ross. Let me create Rick Rosa. In the midst of me being Rick Rosa,
hilarious.
Rick Ross, every time Rick Ross would go somewhere, I was following Rick Ross. So if he came up in a Hummer, bitch, I was in a Hummer. If he had a chauffeur car, I would pull up in a chauffeur car wherever event he would be at. So that's how I made my name in Miami. So when they kept saying Rick Rosa, Rick Rosa, Rick Rosa. It was in 2014 or 15. I was at Club Mansion, and they said, shout out to Rick Rosa, and Rick Ross was there, and he felt offended. In the midst of him feeling offended, he sent his security guards to come and kick me out. So they kicked me out, threw me on my neck, you know, outside. So, you know me, bitch, I'm very extra. So I'm like, he gay bashing me. He gay bashing me. I'm going in. The next day, you know, from World Star to the Shade Room, Media Takeout, everybody was making a huge post about Rick Ross gay bashing me. And ever since then, I just took it and ran with it, you know. So
I know that's right, that viral.
Okay.
Hello. Look, so I knew you before chasing Atlanta.
Right.
I knew Rick Rosa first.
Yeah, because you know Rick Rosa had 5.9 million viewers on Facebook.
How many? Say it again for them. Say it again for them. How many?
5.9 million views. And then after that, you know, my Black China video, that's 1.9 million views. You know, so I've been relevant.
Oh yes, yes, I know.
They looking.
So look,
they looking.
I didn't watch Chasing Atlanta season 1, but I watched season 1 after I heard about season 2, so I went back to catch up and whatever. When I found out you was on season 2, baby, it was like it's like finding out Cardi is on Love and Hip Hop New York.
Like,
you know what I mean? I was like, yes.
And you know, to be honest with you, that's just like I don't put on for the show. That's just me as a character. So a lot of times,
oh yes, I know.
That's just me. That's just my person. That's just how I am. A lot of my friends say, girl, why did you do that on the show? I said, well, was I acting? They was like, no, bitch, that's really you. But girl, we thought you would have gave another character for the show. And I was like, no, I was being my authentic self. You know, some people call it messy. Some people call it being negative. I'm just a person that keeps it real. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of friend that, bitch, when you walk out the house, girl, if you look some type of way, I'm going to tell you before the streets tell you.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? And a lot of times I don't try to hurt people's feelings, but I've always had a problem with that in school. I always talk first and then think later about what I said. So 32 years, I'm still here, girl. Ain't nothing ever happened to me. So, bitch, I'm doing something right.
Hello, I know that's right. So let's get into it.
That is my spirit.
Hello, I love him. I love Guardini. I do. I really.
You know, Q's your favorite.
You know, Q. You know what it is because you know why Q?
Well,
because I knew Q.
Hometown.
Look, I know Q before that personally. You feel me? So I have my loyalty, but that doesn't take away just because what y'all got going on don't mean that I don't like you.
Oh no, me and Q are really cool. That's my friend. That's my ace. That's my
I
ex.
live with
Really
you.
cool. We have lunch
But
together.
I love being a little teddy bear, beer game.
Q comes to my home.
Yeah.
We go to dinner. We go to the hookah lounge together.
Yeah.
So me
That's
and
what's
Q
up.
are like
Y'all do what?
He goes to his house.
What? That's how y'all feel?
That's
y'all
how
do
we
all
hang
that
out.
without
You know,
me?
out of everyone out the show, besides Devon is literally now my family. Because you know he goes with my best friend, so he's family. I can never take that away from Devon. But besides that, Q's the only person that has reached out to me on the show, hangs out with me from the show, calls my phone. You know what I'm saying? When I went to jail and I just got out of jail, Q was making sure that, hey, you need anything? You know, nobody else gave a fuck. So I could definitely say whatever little beef that me and Q had on the show, we outgrew it. We built a friendship, and you know, we're
good. I'm glad. I'm glad.
Because I didn't see that anyway. Yeah. I didn't see it.
But let's go into the season. So you came.
Y'all better stop cheating on me, though.
You saw and you conquered, right? You came and demolished. I mean, to me, honestly, every episode was almost about you. At least half the episode.
Mm-hmm.
You know, something had to do this. even the half of the reunion that you wasn't even there.
Well, all of the reunion, because I was so late that the reunion was already over and I had to pay for an extra hour just so I can come to the reunion to extend it. And Jaylon said that she had the money, so she was going to extend it for 2 hours, but she didn't pay. So I paid for the 1 hour that I was there, and I was literally there for 15 minutes before she started hooting and ranting, and then they shut the whole thing down. So I literally only came for 15 minutes. Look
at that tea that we did not know. Yes.
I love when people like to just tell the truth, baby.
That's just the truth. Hello, it's what it is. So before we even get to the reunion, though, before we get to the reunion, because that reunion, I mean, receipts after receipts after receipts. But before we get to that, let's get into it. What was your feel in recording and then watching over? Was it the same momentum? Did you get the same feel?
Did you even care?
I learned a lot about me watching the show. I can see where people saw me as being negative. And you know, a lot of times people want you to have the right energy around you and things of that nature. So energy wise, I'm very motivational. I'm very inspirational, but you wouldn't see that on the show because of how I was portrayed. That my thing is, I portrayed me. They didn't portray me. I portrayed me. So I was kind of disappointed in myself a little bit. I didn't like what I saw. I was like, why did I say that? Or girl, why was I doing so much? Or, you know, so a lot of things that I saw on tape, I didn't like. And, you know, I sat back and I was like, you know what? You know, I shouldn't have said that. And maybe I shouldn't have done that. So it was kind of hard for me to see myself because I know I do a lot, but I didn't know I did that much. You know, and I wasn't doing it for camera time. It was just the situations that I was in at that moment. I just went off impulse. You know, I just say whatever. So.
And you know what? That's the thing about reality TV. People think it's so scripted and edited, but at the same time, it is your real self. And you just get the real raw emotion. The public likes to judge, but we do the same thing when we watch. You know what I'm saying? We just don't like to point at ourselves. You feel what I'm saying? But
that is very hard to do too. Your nerves just toe up.
Let's get into your first, I would say, altercation, which, if I remember correctly, was with Q outside, and about the Steve Madden shoes and
no, that was actually my best friend. My first altercation was me and Devon. That was my first time ever seeing him. You know, we had exchanged words before when he was with my best friend, but we've never saw each other. So prior to the show, I knew I was coming on the show. My best friend knew he was coming on the show, but Devon didn't know that we were coming on the show. So in the midst of that, that was our first time ever encountering with each other. We know we had our words and stuff like that, and we instantly squashed it right then and there. You know, girl, you keep my name out your mouth. Girl, I'm gonna keep my name out your mouth, and then we'll be good. We can be cordial within each other. Me and Q had words outside because of Jaylon. You know, Jaylon had went back and told Q that I said that his radio was not popping. It was no longer going on, which was the truth, girl. If you're not working on a project for 4 months or more, bitch, that means it's obsolete. Like, girl, it's gone. fuck what you used to do. At this current moment, girl, there's nothing going on. So that's what I said. So J-Long went back and told Q that. So when Q came and saw me, he was like, well, what's the tea? Because you saying that, you know, my radio ain't shit. I ain't popping. I've never said that. All I said was, girl, your radio station was cut. Like, girl was gone. Which it was at that moment.
I mean, facts is facts.
Hello?
And that's no shade. You feel me? But, okay, so now, and I like everybody, you know, I like that, you know, Devon and stuff, but Q had mentioned, like, you know, I don't get why Devon is behind you and not the boyfriend and all of that. I kind of understood that moment of why he was asking that. What was your take on that, and why do you feel like Devon was behind you versus his
why
man?
Devon was behind me? My best friend was behind me because, one, he rode with me. Mm-hmm. Two, hello, we lived together.
Hello.
3, that's my best friend of over 9 years. And
hello.
We all know the saying, bros before hoes. So regardless of how long you've been in a relationship, when you leave that lover, guess who you have to fall on? Your best friends.
Right. And you're right.
And like I always tell, like, even to this day, I tell Dewan this also. I understand you're in a relationship. I'm never going to try to come between your relationship, but you have to distinguish the difference between priority and an option. I've never been an optional bitch. I'm always going to be the priority.
Hello?
You get what I'm saying? So the reason he didn't stand behind Devon was because him and Devon had just started talking. They were together for no more than 3 months. But bitch, we're living together. You're my best friend. We're on a show together. So girl, you're going to come with me. Like, pretty much, bitch, if I didn't get put on the show, Devon would have never showcased you as her boyfriend. So in reality, you're my +1. So you should be next by my side.
Oh. Okay, for +1.
You know, you should be by my side. So that's the reason where, you know, Q was like, well, why are you over there and not with your shorty and not that'd be the problem. The problem is a lot of people put these relationships before their friends and their families. But when these relationships go sour, you go looking for your friends and your family to make sure to heal those wounds. So my thing is, you know, you have to distinguish the difference between priority and option. And bitch, I'm not optional.
I forgot Guardini is. Let me tell you something, Guardini. I just live for and I always fall in love with the same type. I have the same problem. I'm just real. My emotions speak a lot. Like, I can't help it. If you got a booger in your nose, bitch, I'm gonna tell you. If you can walk up to me and tell me, oh, your eyebrows on fleek, why I can't tell you stink? Definitely. And I feel like you that type of person, like, and you get read wrong. You get read wrong a lot, and you just really, hey, this is what I thought.
And to be honest with you, all I say is things that everybody else is thinking. You know, I'm just not the person who's gonna be scared to say it. You know, I'm that person who, bitch, you don't want to walk across the street, I'm gonna walk across the street for you. Like, girl, you good, you know. And when I really when I say things, everybody be like, girl, she told the truth, but why nobody else said it?
Exactly. Especially when you're amongst people that you feel like you're comfortable with, you're supposed to be getting to know, you're supposed to be real with. Why would you be fake? Definitely. Why? You stink, girl, you stink. I don't get it. You stink. I will tell you.
Look, so one thing that happened to Chase in Atlanta is you had a really big, and we've been just using this word a big debacle with what's her name? J-Long?
I call it Foo La La.
You had a big Foo La La.
I had a big Foo La La with J-Long. This is reality. You know, when people think that these shows, I don't know about the rest of the shows. No shade to the rest of the shows. You know, this is not a Corey Knott production. This is not a G-Status production. Like, girl, this is real life shit. You know, when y'all see the fights, they're not, oh, cut, edit, bitch, do it again. It ain't none of that. You know, that J-Long and Martell fight, that was real. When me and J-Long are arguing and we're laying each other out, bitch, that be real. To this day, me and J-Long do not like each other. You know, so this goes past the show. We never knew each other before the show. Well, you know, I'm lying. Dewan was supposed to fuck her, but it didn't go down. So I did know her before the show.
Woo! So
I knew her before the show. But besides that, we don't like each other. Like I don't have a problem with her. You know, but I feel like, you know, you don't have to like me, but you definitely will respect me. And, you know, I want to reach out and, you know, give an olive branch. Like, girl, we good. We see each other. Like I said on the show at the reunion, scam, recognize scam, girl. We see each other. You good. But yeah, it's real life beef. Like, I don't know what the beef is. She can't tell me what it is. She just says that I'm the devil. She hates me. You know, whatever. But I don't have a personal problem with Jaylon.
That's crazy.
It seemed like a lot of people this season had a problem with Jaylon, and
this one was the only one that had the mouth to say it.
But you know, starting it,
I'm with it.
Like I said, I
have a bank account to match her.
Oh. I ain't got no more for this shit.
You know what? I wanted to ask that because that was getting thrown around all season, where you know her bank account don't match, or where she doesn't really have what she had. So was that her buying another salon in Cali and stuff like that, and all of that? Was that not real?
The California thing, I really don't know what she got going on, but to me, you know, she's supposed to be opening up another salon in California. You know, girl, we know that's not true because you're moving from mansion to apartment. So, you know, I definitely don't know about that. She does have money, so I'm never going to take that away from her. She has money. You get what I'm saying? She does have money. But in grandma's terminology, when you robbing Peter to pay Paul, bitch, that's not having money. You get what I'm saying? So you could definitely do pre-orders and get invoices to get your purchases, and then you can always, we all know what drop shipping is. We all know that when you don't have the money, you put the product out, you make all the clients buy all of the products, and then you use that money to go buy the actual merchandise, then you quickly go and ship it. So a lot of times you're not even using your money. But when you're making over $200,000 and $300,000 worth of money on merchandises, girl, don't forget, you could take that money and go open up a salon in 3 weeks. And the people got to wait for their hair. You can do that when you have $300,000 in growth. You get what I'm saying? So you're really not spending your money.
That's what I'm like.
You're not spending your money. So by the time you open up your salon, now the rest of the money that I was supposed to get, I can take that and go buy hair and make the people wait for an extra 2 months and then say, oh, I'm sorry and all that, and send them back, you know, send them their hair. But in reality, girl, it's not like you have $300,000 just sitting around, you know, to just go open up a salon. Let's be real. So that's when I say scam, recognize scam. Like, girl, you can make it sound good for everybody else, but a real business person or terminology boss knows how the game go. That's all I'm saying.
And see, you know what? You know what? And that's how you talk shit. You talking shit and back it up with education, honey, because that baby broke every little bit nitpick. I'm with it. You can't. That makes a lot of sense, Guardini.
Huh?
That makes a lot of sense.
It makes sense. So my thing is, you have the money, but it's not your money because you're not paying out of pocket for your merchandise.
Wow.
You're using the client's revenue to flip. It's a hustle. Girl, we all hustle. It's a hustle. Right now, if you want to start up a hat line, you don't have the money. You can start doing pre-orders, order samples, put it on your website, take a couple of pictures, get all the money, flip it, and then go get you a wholesale, you know, merchandise, and then you can distribute everybody else shit out. It makes sense. But don't flaunt around like, girl, you got it, when in reality, we know the team.
And you know what? That makes sense. That makes sense for that review coming out where they were saying that the hair was bad because you just rushed to go grab some hair because you needed to supply these orders.
Right. But at this current moment, you know, I'm a real bitch. I don't defame no one's character. I don't slander them. I tell the truth. She does have great hair now. Now she does have great hair. Her hair is A1. I also have the same vendor list that she has because we go through the same manufacturer. So I'm selling hair as well. And I'm beating the cost, you know, while they have their vendor list for $99. I'm giving mine away for $49.99 just to beat the competitor. You know, just staying ahead of the girls.
So you said $49.99?
I can't see the comments, so you gotta tell me what's being said.
What'd you say, babe?
I can't see the comments, so you have to tell me what's being said.
Oh, you can't see the comments?
No, I don't know why.
It say, I can't take, somebody's laughing, talking about something, I can't take him serious with these facial expressions, talking about some child.
These are real facial expressions.
Molati.
Tony Price was on.
Hey, Tony, shout out to Chasing Dallas.
Molati was on. Talking about some Kool-Aid Smile Guardini.
Marquise been on all that. Hey, baby. But you've just been getting good feedback. It's nothing.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. You know, like I said, you know, I don't really have no ill wills toward these people. They don't like me for being honest and knowing their scams and knowing their tricks and tassels. You know, my thing is, girl, instead of trying to be against me, you should want to join me because, you know, instead of trying to beat people down and try to build enemies,
right?
Sometimes it's okay to be fake and phony, girl, and just collide and join forces.
Join forces. Let's take over the world. Hello. So let's move forward to the reunion, and you came prepared,
baby.
Hello. You came late, but you came and you stole the show.
Pretty much.
I am the show.
Hello. I know that's right. Look, no, for real. That reunion was. I'm not gonna lie. The reunion was good. I'm not gonna take away from it. You know, congratulations to the producers and all of that for creating the whole, you know, series. But if it wasn't for TS, I feel like it was a little dry at first, and I was just waiting for the pickup and the pickup and the pickup, and I thought it would go, but then it would die right back down, and it's like, and it's not that I'm looking for the drama, but the reunion is supposed to be where everything comes back up.
Definitely.
Some questions need to be answered. I want to know why this happened, and I don't feel like that really happened at the reunion.
It was just
until, and I don't want to just say that because you got here, but until you got there to where you was like, well, let's talk about it.
Right.
Let's talk about it. So what was your mindset walking in? You were late, you paid for that extra hour. What was your mindset sitting down and getting this hour time?
I didn't want to come. They were blowing up my phone, begging me to come. I did not want to come because I was over it. And I didn't care what else they had to say about me because, you know, it was just so much being said and things of that nature. So I was like, you know what, girl, I don't really care. So I actually said, you know what, I'm going to just go. And I got there like the last 10 minutes of the reunion. When I got there, this is my thing. I'm a for real bitch. What people don't see on the show, and a lot of times the reason you guys don't understand the show is because while filming, we be having like real life beef that's going on. So we'll probably film last week, but me and Jaylon is probably texting and cussing the hell out of each other. So next week, whatever the film last week was, don't make sense for next week. Because there's no storylines. Because this is reality. We go and film as the weeks go. You know, there's no such thing as, oh, we're going to talk about this today. No, bitch. Everybody's real life stories go on to the next scene.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, you know, a lot of things that I said at the reunion, I was holding back. I had every ample opportunity to say everything I said at the reunion, at every scene that I had an opportunity to speak and bring it up. I didn't do that because my mission wasn't to tarnish your brand or bring you down. I didn't care about that. But I wanted to let you know off camera that, oh, girl, I'm the wrong bitch to play with.
Okay, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay.
You know, and I informed you that I was the wrong bitch to play with. You get what I'm saying? So when I got to the reunion, I was just over it. I was like, you know what? You know, when you're the big sister and you have a little sister, and sometimes you got to say, girl, put your hand out and you tap them. That's what I did at the reunion. I didn't come to beat you up. I didn't come to do none of that. I came to let you know, little sis, big sis say, girl, shut up. That's what I came to do. And, you know, everything that I said at the reunion was factual.
And that you did. And you know what?
That is bananas.
I just feel like
The way you just put everything, it shows that
the argument itself, the whole, I guess you quote unquote beef, I thought was petty anyway, because what I was trying to get was like, you know, why are you even mad? You know, when Jaylon was talking, whatever case would be. Mm-hmm. So not only that though, when you came with the facts, it was just more or less like, let's just pay it now. But you had so much to say before, and it was just like, let's just pay it now. And I'm not trying to be biased, but let's just be real. Mm-hmm. You know, let's just be real. This last 15 minutes that you came on this show and shut everything down, I feel like the information that you brought, you were the only one that didn't want to come, but that was prepared and had something to talk about. That was factual to the show.
But let me tell you, because I don't think you saw everything at the reunion, because you know, I watch our show, so I want to let you know that I'm definitely alert on your brand. So mind you, I'm going to quote you. You said, you come onto the show, you bring receipts, but your receipts is just bringing somebody's last name, Jaylon Aaron White. That's not all the receipts that I brought. What I was trying to show you was that you're calling me a scam artist. You're calling me a scam artist, but girl, not once are you branding. You're saying your name is Jaylon Aaron, but the first lie is your name is Jaylon Aaron White. Why not brand your entire name? Because when you're a brand marketer, you want to brand yourself. So nobody ever knew your name was Jaylon White, not Jaylon Aaron. You get what I'm saying? That's your middle initial. That's what you want to go by. So let me break you down. Now I'm going to go to your entire government, because publicly you already have an illusion that you're creating, which is Jaylon Aaron. So let me tell you about Jaylon Aaron White, because none of you guys know the hell.
Oh, yes. And you know what? Oh, you made me eat my words, but that's right, though. I didn't realize that aspect of it. I didn't think of it in that aspect. Let me just say. I did not think about it in that aspect. And now that you do it, I can retrace my steps. And I can admit, and I'm live now, we're talking now, and I can say, bitch, you ate that, bitch, because I didn't see it that way. I didn't. But I do want to know, though, I did not take away from the excitement.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know that. And my thing, what I was trying to show people was, you're Jaylon Aaron in the world who has 300,000 viewers, and you have this money, and you have this hair salon. But let me tell you who Jaylon Aaron White is. She's somebody who doesn't have her cosmetology license. She's somebody who's a shampoo assistant. She's somebody who, you know, those are the things that I was breaking down to you to inform you on who the hell you really are. Hello. You know, because a lot of times it's the illusion that causes the confusion. That's what I came to show on the reunion. I didn't come to bash them. I just came to, since I'm the scammer, you know, since I'm the scammer and I'm the one with all the mugshots like you were saying on the show, well, let me give them another image of who you really are as well. Let's match faces.
Oh, wow.
Look, you touched on something
so real, like,
that I wanted to talk, and I don't want to go really, I don't want to be long on this, because I don't want to stay on the negative aspect of this, because you're doing so much positive in your life. I want to talk, I'm going to talk about the whole, let's talk about the mugshots.
Definitely.
So that we can clear that up. What was that whole debacle, and where is this coming from? Why the mugshot? What happened?
Well, I got it when I was in Florida. I had got incarcerated for, you know, fraud is fraud. It doesn't matter what you do. If you took somebody's credit card, if you got a credit card number, whatever it is, what you did, it's fraud. You get what I'm saying? So I ended up going to jail. I went to jail and I took probation, because, you know, I never get in trouble. And if I do something, bitch, they ain't gonna catch me anyway. So, you know, I took the probation and I said, you know what? In the midst of me taking this 5 years probation, I know I can't be caught up in anything. So I'm just going to change my life. You get what I'm saying? So that's when I started the kimono lines. That's when I started doing media coverages, things that I know that I love. I did the paparazzi smiles, which is the teeth whitening. I made over, bitch, $80,000 with teeth whitening. You know, Candy was reposting me. Tiny was reposting me. These are people that I'm cool with that I didn't have to pay for a repost. You get what I'm saying? So it was like, you know what? Now I can see I'm making the same amount of money and I'm not, you know what I'm saying, stealing nobody information. I'm not going into no stores. Bitch, I can continue this lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know? So that's what the mugshots were about. You know, so within 5 years when they kept on saying, oh, I'm a scam artist, I got offended because it was like, girl, for 5 years I've been trying hard to stay out of the whole limelight and just live a real life, pay real taxes. Bitch, you get what I'm saying? So I felt like I was becoming a normal person of society.
I love that you embrace it. Yeah. You know what? I love that you embrace it because you know what it is? It's real life shit.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, you know, you making me, you know, I try to be professional and all this stuff like that, but you make me come out and be real. Like, it's real life shit that you're going through. And not for nothing in our community, we acting like fraud. We acting like fraud shit don't happen a lot. It's more common than it's not common. You know what I'm saying? So you talking to people right now. Like this whole show, regardless of what, we like to have fun. We like to throw a little shade. We like to whatever. But at the end of the day, everybody that we have on the show is doing something and it's inspirational because there's a lot of people out here that you talking to right now that is scamming right now. That is you letting them know like, damn, look at this. Look at him. He's doing all of this. So successful. That's dope.
I had to sit down on probation. Why sit here and not do something? And he did some things. Komodo line, like social media. Like, get out of here. If y'all not paying attention, listen. Like, come on now. We live this lifestyle. You do not have to. Here's the product.
All right.
Here's the product. Here's the product. Hello? Guardini, push through, baby. Thank you for sharing this.
So it was that.
That is
me being on probation, you know, they was like calling me a scammer and stuff. I'm like, well, girl, I haven't scammed in the last 5 years because I know, bitch, if I scam, I'm going to go to jail and that's going to give me prison time. You get what I'm saying? Not to stay in a negative the realm, but I was on probation during the entire show. After the reunion, I only had 10 days left for my probation. In the midst of me having 10 days left for my probation, I went to go check in to get my last paperwork to say I'm done. 5 years, $5,000 restitution. Bitch, I should have been over. Come to find out, someone mysteriously called my probation officer and got me violated because I was supposed to be in Atlanta for filming, but not living. So they told my probation officer that I live in Atlanta. These are the dates that I'm always in Atlanta filming and stuff like that, that I was still doing fraud and things of that nature. And, you know, when you call somebody probation officer, girl, regardless if it's hearsay or not, bitch, they're going to jot it down. It's the same way that when you get stopped by the police, bitch, they're going to jot it down. You get what I'm saying? So
that's crazy.
That same day, when I turned to the side, I checked in. I sat there for an hour. When I looked to the left, bitch, it was 5 police officers waiting for me. So I got arrested. I was in jail for like 30 days. In the midst of me being in jail for 30 days, they were trying to give me 5 years in prison for violating my probation. So this is all coming from the show. So that's why I'm showing you how reality it is. So me being on the show, thinking that, you know, I'm a boss and all of this. Now, girl, now your boss status is going to be swept up from underneath you. So from nowhere, my business that I had going on, I had clients that I was moving into their homes. All they had to stop. Went to jail for 30 days. They were trying to give me 5 years. My brother ended up getting an attorney for me. That was like $4,000. Got an attorney. They wanted me to sit in jail for another 30 days. I was like, no, bitch, I'm not sitting in jail no more. I got shit to go do out here. I said, I'll take whatever the hell you give me. So the state attorneys came back. They told me that I have two choices. I can go to court and go to trial. If I lose, I got to go to prison for 5 years. I'm like, I just did 5 years of probation, and I got to go to prison for 5 years? Or I can take the conviction and become a convicted felon. So now I'm a convicted felon.
Still making that money.
Yeah, I've only been out for 3 weeks. So I'm rebranding. I'm regrouping. So you caught me at the right time for an interview. I'm rebranding. I'm regrouping. There's more things that I'm working on. You know, I have a lot of things. I have like a candle line that I'm working on. I have like hookah on wheels that I'm trying to build up now. I have a new book because I wrote my book in jail. It's called Scam, Recognize, Scam, The Rich and Scamming. So it's for all those girls who are, it's a tell-all book. Everything that I've ever done, everybody who I've ever been in participation with. You know, like I was telling Ty today, a lot of times people don't want to consider themselves as scammers as well. But if the lady call you right now and tell you she got $200 a food stamp card, you're going to buy it from her. You're going to take that card and go cash it out at your nearest Kroger. So right now you're scamming. You know, so my thing is any little thing you could be considered a scammer. You get what I'm saying? You could be caught with somebody else's food stamp card and you get caught, you know? So that's what my book is about. It's about all scams, you know, being an entrepreneur, being a hustler, everything ties in within scamming.
I have a whole, did you order the tea in your eyes? Like, I have a whole new respect for you, baby. Like, on TV, you going through all of this stuff, but you would never, Guardini, you would know because Jaylon, you would know because Jaylon posted all my mugshot pictures. She sent all my stuff to the show.
Well, not about the jail aspect.
Yeah, just,
you know
just
about
what
that.
you go through in your life.
We don't know about what the show shows, what the show represented, and when we see you, the social life, what we get is the fun, exciting. Right. The show kind of the shady side. Mm-hmm. So to actually sit here and talk to you and get into your mind and realize that there's depth in it. You know what I mean? And you out here really, you really trying to change your life. And while you're changing your life, you're changing other people's lives. Yes. So I respect you in a whole nother light because you out here, despite your obstacles, despite, you know, the stuff that's coming, you know, you're still making it. You're still branding. You still got all this stuff happening. So congratulations. And, you know, I'm sorry that you went to jail. Look, I'm sorry that you went to jail. But God has a reason for everything.
Yeah, because I would have never wrote my book. And my book is going to be everything. Trust me.
Oh, yeah. I'm already claiming bestseller. I'm already claiming it.
And my ex-husband just turned the fuck up. Like, I just want to say, I got no cheap mascara today. I ain't got to cry.
Look, Guardini. I want to thank you for coming on this platform, even after
such a beautiful human.
All your trials and triumphs that you've went through, and that's both the good and the bad.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I want to thank you for giving us your time, letting us know a little bit about who you are in depth outside of Rick Rosa, outside of Chasing Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? When you continue to progress, I would love to have you back on the show.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. I want you to let everyone know your social media again before we let you go, so that you know.
You guys can find me on Facebook, Guardini Bellefleur. You can find me on Instagram. It's Snatched by Moi, so it's SNATCHEDBYMOI. Or you can go to my kimono website, which is gbellefleur.com. That's always going to be up. And, you know, just you'll see me, honey. You'll just continue Googling me. You won't see no more mugshots, but you'll see all the success. If you Google me, you'll see the success.
You better.
Googleable. Wait, we like that Googleable word because we just became Googleable like a month ago. So we excited. Like, we excited. Yeah. Like, Google me, bitch. Yeah. Like, you feel me? So
we love. Thank you so much, baby. Like I said, it's a whole new respect. We thank you for taking out time to come chill with us on the Royal Couch. Like,
yes, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
A pure pleasure.
You honestly inspire me in a whole new light right now. So,
thank you.
You know, I want to keep going so that we can keep getting on your level. Honestly, get on that Rick Rosa level.
Listen, but I'm be honest with you. Like, it going to jail, leaving Chasing Atlanta, all of that made me humble. So I'm not even in that whole boss mind state, because when you don't have 89 cents to eat in jail, bitch, you're normal. You're regular. You're not a boss. You know what I'm saying? You can't do what the fuck you want to do. So I'm not even going to consider myself a boss. I'm just humble. I'm excited to just be out and be free and just live life and just work hard. So it's not about becoming a boss anymore. It's just about working hard and working harder. So I'm just working harder.
Yo, thank you. That is dope. I do have a question that we like to ask our guests. What is one thing you feel lacks in our gay community, in the LGBTQ community?
What is the one thing that we lack? Honesty. The reason I said honesty, and I'm going to let you guys go, is because I just started this prep study. and I'm one of their people in the prep study and stuff like that. Because I was like, I have a couple of friends and stuff like that, people that I know who are positive, and I'm like, okay, girl, that ain't gonna be me, because I don't have raw sex and I don't watch who I sleep with. But you just never know, because people are out here and they're not honest. So the reason I'm excited to be a part of the study and be on prep and things of that nature is because, you're putting that extra security on top of your health. You get what I'm saying? So if somebody does come into your life and they're not honest, bitch, you already can catch it, because you know that you don't put that extra precaution. So I feel like that's what we're lacking in the community. Like, people are not being honest. They're not just living in their truth. They don't just say how it's supposed to be said. They always want to make you wait. Imagine meeting somebody and they feel like, oh, I'm going to make him wait for 6 months. But we fuck within those 6 months. So why would you want to tell me 6 months later after we're fucking for 6 months straight? You get what I'm saying? But if you be honest, let me choose if I still want to still be with you. Not wait until it's the last 6 months and I feel like I done wine and dined you and paid a couple of bills. Now I'm going to feel like, bitch, I'm stuck with you. Oh, no, I don't put an investment. So I'm going to stick with you.
Right, because at this time, now you even at the other party, you done fell in love or you don't really care for the person, and now you're putting that on me. That's not fair.
That's not fair.
Right. That's not fair.
So we're missing honesty.
I love that. I love that. And thank you. I do want to do a special little thanks to Ty for doing the pop-up. Thank you. I do want him to know that I've been watching his show for a very long time. Like, he truly inspired me into doing this show. Like, you really inspired me into doing this show. Like, for real. Like, so, like, I'm kind of having, like, a fan moment that you even hear. Like, for real. So I thank you, because you keep me focused and making sure that I can keep doing it. So thank you for doing what you do, because you really inspired this show.
Thank you for the love. And I'm proud of you guys as well. I do see your videos.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Look, Ty is watching it.
I'm not to be a fan and be professional.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You got Guardini.
I see you, Guardini. We're gonna continue loving you guys. We're gonna continue subscribing, checking you guys out. You guys definitely stay motivated, stay inspired, do your thing, and stay consistent. Y'all consistent, because I don't get my homework. The email is everything.
Oh, thank you.
The email is everything. I did my homework. I watched all the other people. So I definitely want to applaud you guys. So
thank you so much. That's everything to me, for real. That is everything. Thank you so much, for real. We're gonna definitely keep going, and you too. You keep going. Don't let none of this stop you.
Please don't, because baby, I'll be watching.
Continue showing Chasing Atlanta love. Continue showing
Dallas
love. I won't be there, but just show them love.
Definitely, but we'll still be showing you love,
and we still gonna be seeing him anyway.
Okay,
so
we'll
don't even matter.
Love you.
Thank you so much, Guardini. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, he's so handsome, big old teddy bear. Jesus Christ.
Yes, he is very handsome.
He was so real. I knew he was gonna be that real, though. I didn't know he was going to be that real, but I knew he was going to be that real.
Real. So we are going a little long in this episode today. We got one more real quick